In this video, we will analyze how Russian soldiers now openly threaten Putin with a revolt. Here, decorated Russian veterans issued public demands directly to the Russian president, with an ultimatum to meet or face the consequences of a second Wagner rebellion. With regular army soldiers now on the brink of a mutiny, what follows can tear the Russian army in two and turn Russia's power order upside down. A recently released viral video by a Russian serviceman from the Voronezh region who fought in Ukraine and has built a significant social media following sent shockwaves. It showed him calling for representatives of the defense ministry and other security agencies to approach him so he can deliver a message directly to Vladimir Putin. According to the veteran, thousands of Russian soldiers are being imprisoned in pits, tortured, abused, and declared missing after refusing to follow suicidal orders or surrender money to their commanders. He demanded a live televised meeting with Putin, warning that if such a meeting did not occur, the army would turn its weapons against the Kremlin. In a follow-up recording, he insisted the threat was not a bluff, and stated that any action against him or his family would become a signal for further action. The video rapidly accumulated millions of views across social media, giving the allegations a wide audience inside and outside of the Russian military. The angry message reflects long-standing complaints surrounding Russian assault tactics, as Russian commanders have repeatedly relied on costly frontal attacks against prepared Ukrainian defenses, mined terrain, and heavily monitored approaches. Officers directing operations from a safe rear headquarters avoid the danger of confronting Ukrainian lines, while frontline soldiers bear the overwhelming casualties. Refusing orders reportedly exposes troops to physical punishment, confinement, execution, or accusations of desertion, followed by a transfer to a penal unit. Such practices replace voluntary discipline with forced coercion, completely eroding the trust between commanders and the rank and file. The significance of the public appeal lies not only in its accusations, but also in the identity of the messenger. A decorated veteran publicly challenging Putin represents a far more serious warning than anonymous online criticism, because it comes from someone who openly identifies with Russia's military and has the merits to prove it. The last time this happened, it led to Yevgeny Prigozhin's Wagner rebellion, where a 50,000-strong mercenary army took control of the city of Rostov and Russian army headquarters before beginning a march on Moscow itself. This also began with public accusations against Russia's military leadership over unnecessary losses, corruption, and battlefield mismanagement before escalating into an armed rebellion. However, Wagner was a separate private military company with a limited sphere of influence, while discontent spreading inside the regular Russian military would present a fundamentally different challenge. The regular army provides the manpower, armor, artillery, logistics, and command structure sustaining operations across the entire front. So any localized refusals, disciplinary breakdowns, or disrupted coordination could complicate military operations and create opportunities that Ukraine might seek to exploit, even without producing a nationwide uprising. The video appeal reveals another deeper issue, as the Russian army is increasingly operating in two very different military realities. Highly trained soldiers like drone operators, electronic warfare specialists, communications personnel, and many more generally face lower casualty rates because their skills are difficult to replace. Meanwhile, the conventional infantry continues conducting many of the highest risk attacks with close to zero chance of survival. This builds on the fact that these specialist soldiers, such as drone operators, are often the ones who strike and kill deserters or surrendering soldiers, creating not just resentment for the unequal distribution of danger, but full-on hatred for the specialists that are actively killing them every single day. Despite Russia maintaining extensive internal security structures, military police, and intelligence services specifically designed to suppress collective dissent, the Wagner rebellion started with these exact videos of dissatisfied soldiers calling out their leadership directly. Now we see the same pattern in decorated soldiers with a high following, and if this repeats in larger scale, it could end up becoming worse for Russia than the Wagner rebellion that started it all. Overall, the Russian soldiers' public threat to Putin has intensified debate about morale inside Russia's armed forces and is a clear sign of broader dissatisfaction. This public criticism from decorated veterans carries symbolic weight because it exposes tensions that official narratives rarely acknowledge. If grievances over casualties, leadership, and battlefield tactics continue accumulating, there is risk for much more than just strain on military cohesion. History shows that even a little additional pressure may be the first step towards an open escalation, which in Russia's case may prove deadly for the Putin regime. To watch uncensored combat footage that we used in this report, check out our interactive news map. Here we are unrestricted by the YouTube policies and can finally show you the full uncut version of what really happened. But what is even more important, this map will give you access to all our analysis of significant events that go far beyond of what we can include in our short daily videos. Finally, we are officially releasing the second generation of our interactive map. What you are seeing on your screen right now is a significantly enhanced and far more powerful version of the map that has even more advanced features and news analytics tools. To celebrate the launch of the new map, we are also launching a 50% sale on all subscription plans. Starting from just $4.99, you will not only gain premium access to the map, but you will also unlock all our exclusive strategic updates, frontline overviews, and strategic geopolitics videos. So check out the link in the description to become an exclusive member of our community. I truly appreciate everyone who stepped up to join us. Your support means the world to us.